Hello everybody, it's Christopher here, and finally I'm doing a video on the new layout, the TRU version 3.0. It's been a while. The past few months have been very hectic, and I haven't really felt like doing any videos. I keep saying I was, but just never got around to it. So I'm now in a smaller area, but I'll make sure that this layout really packs a punch. Several key differences I'm going for this layout is I'm setting it, instead of it being in the spring, I'm going to set it in like February, where it's still wintry, dreary. No, the trees don't have leaves on it and stuff like that. Maybe every once in a while the spots of snow still on the ground. That's about how I'm going to model this layout. And speaking of the backdrops, I'm going to use that guy that Dave Thurber at Crooked River in Eastern gets his backdrops done at. And these blue ones are just temporary. I mean, I'm going to leave the wood up there, but I'm going to use actual a photograph backdrop. I'm actually, and this goes to the next thing, excuse the poor lighting, but I'm actually going to do a top valance on this layout, where right here there'll be a cover, and I'm going to have lights so that it can be very well lit. But yeah, I had a design for this new layout, but I've already decided there were changes made, and I'm like, well, there goes that. I always plan on something and things change. But in the poor lighting, you really can't see. There's Paxton Marine right there. Next month, I'll get the plastic pellet silos that'll go there. I got some in-scale lights that'll go over where the door for the boxcar will be. We'll install them. Same thing I'll do for Pat's Fabrics. And I'll probably get some more lights. I'm going to take my time. The details, I'm going to start in this corner and slowly detail my way, scenery-wise, this way. But anyway, so the back two tracks are Pat's Marine and Pat's Fabrics. The track in the front here will be Hopi Gas. And this is right here where Vicky Jean Avenue is. Where I'm standing will eventually be the downtown area. I'll show you later. You don't want to see me right now. I don't have a shirt on. So anyway, this track right here is technically the main. This piece won't be here. It's just temporary. It'll curve right here and come out into the town. Right here will eventually be Hardy Medical. Will be an offline industry. Next to it will be Turner Metal Supply, another offline industry. And sorry, I'm walking, so it might be uneven. Sorry about that. Right here where the engine is will be Judd Cycles. And I've decided that it's going to be also offline industry. They'll have just a simple building and basically where people go to buy bicycles and not necessarily where they're built. Over here, I got to move where the track is. I have it way too far back for Wolf Enterprises. So for it to fit, which is where the boxcar is, I got to pull the track further away from the wall. Back in the background there will be Cleveland Cookie Company. It'll be significantly smaller from the version that I had before, but it's all good. Like I said, this first track is technically the main. It'll go switching off, and this is where I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure where my Norfolk Southern Interchange Yard over Easy's yard will be, and where my McClellan yard is actually going to be. But I'll figure it out. I got to figure out where I got to have the interchange for all the cement cars that go up to the cement plant. Kind of a nod to Lost in Crab Orchard, Tennessee. I'll have my river, Emerald River. I'll have my museum and stuff, but like I said, I'm going to slowly work my way this way. Once I start selling paintings again, I'm kind of in the lull right now. I'll probably end up to be able to fund the process on the layout better. But until then, I'll probably only be able to get like 1 or 2 things a month. Just because now that I'm in an apartment, my rent had to go up from where we were living. So anyway, so I just figured I'd show you the layout. And here, let's shove these into track 3 where Whole Feed Gas is real quick. Well, I was going to show you a video of it being pushed into track 3, but apparently when I put the tracks together, the connectors came apart and we had a massive derailment. So I'll have to fix that and do some more video of it going out. Let me turn the bell on. That bell's ringing. But so as goes model railroading. So apparently, I guess when I'm putting them together, somehow I didn't put the rail joiners in right. And yeah, so that's my luck. Well, anyway, I just figured I'd show you what was the process on this, and maybe it's there too. I'll do a little bit of video of some switching once I fix this. Anyway, as I always say, happy model railroading. Peace out. Okay, I fixed the problem. I found out what it was. So it was an easy fix. Like I said, the rail joiner wasn't in right, and the track was slightly offline. Out of line, I should say. So it works fine now. There we go. Do have a little issue where the track is too low right there. I'll fix that tomorrow. Again, I apologize for the low poor lighting, but I really don't have any lights up. And like I said, I'm going to build a valance, light valance for the layout so that it gets really good lighting. So anyway, here we go. All right, now I'll say it again. Happy model railroading. Peace out.